It's a pornographer and a politician. Their kids get together, and of course, all the families hate it. So that's coming on tonight on Fox.
What is it? I gotta just check something about
What?
that show. That show's on Fox?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
What?
Forget it. I had a point to make, but there's no point.
Oh, okay. Also,
It's funny that in one newspaper they give that show 3.5-star review, and then in the other paper they give it 0 stars.
really? Because I saw a couple of 3-star reviews. I know USA Today liked it, and I guess the Daily News liked it. Post didn't like it?
Yeah, the posting line, which is funny because that's Fox, so it shows you there is some independent thought going on.
Oh, maybe they're just,
Trying to look independent?
yeah.
Okay, I'm impressed with that, that's all.
Oh, okay. Also, I don't know about you, but I have lost my interest in reality shows almost completely.
Yes, me too. Except for Survivor.
I am not even watching this season's Survivor.
Well, I am.
I am very surprised at myself. I started watching it at the very beginning, but I've just totally,
Yeah,
I
I'm with
don't
you.
care.
I don't either.
So I'm not watching The Bachelor. I don't care about this new Joe Millionaire
Me neither.
that's coming up.
I love reality television. It's called sports.
Well, that I like, but the only reality TV that I'm watching now is Extreme Makeover. I absolutely love that show because they take really ugly people and they make them look sort of okay.
Oh, yeah?
It's really funny.
Anything else you're watching, Robin?
Where do you sign up for
Yes.
that? Extreme Makeover.
Yes, Gary.
Survivor's actually pretty decent this season.
Yeah,
but
very good.
They could use some more hot chicks.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of a hot chick.
Yeah.
And, then they
You
should
shouldn't be allowed to vote off hot chicks.
You shouldn't till
Right.
there's 7 left.
I don't care what they do. I'm not watching.
How about all hot chicks?
They've lost me for some reason.
I'm watching Joan of Arcadia.
Are
is
you
that?
are you watching this?
Yeah, I love it.
What's that? Is it like a
It's just a teenage girl, like teenage shows. Teenage girl speaks to God, and God appears in different forms. So he could be like some teacher, or he could be whatever.
But is it on the Touched by an Angel
Yeah.
kind of vibe?
I don't know. I just like it.
I don't know. I mean, but is it one
I
of
never
those
watched
goody
Touched by an-
two-shoes shows?
Yeah, but the kid has problems, and the father's the chief of police in a small town, and he has to solve murder mysteries. It's good. It's
Yeah? Does
well
God
done.
help solve the crimes?
In an indirect way, yeah. Like he'll tell Joan she has to join the chess team or build a boat, and
And
then
that's where you're going to find the clues.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hold on a second. I heard the promo for last week's show. She had to build a boat.
yeah.
Like an ark.
Yeah, because her brother lost the use of his legs, and it turned out it revived his interest in living because he's into shipbuilding. It's a whole show. It's really
it
dumb.
sounds a little too goody-goody
Yeah,
to me.
I love it. I like an uplifting message, especially
Really?
for my depression.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you need it. Katie Holmes. Oh, the number one movie at the box office this weekend, believe it or not, was the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I had no interest in seeing that.
I had heard it was really bad, but it made something like $29 million at the box office anyway. So somebody's very happy today. Kill Bill dropping to number 2, losing about 43% of its box office, which they say is pretty good. As long as you lose less than 50%, you're supposed to be doing pretty well.
Right.
Katie Holmes of Dawson's Creek is in something called Pieces of April. That's now open and in the box office. Here's how she plans to celebrate Halloween this year. A3.
I had a Halloween party a couple of years ago. My friend had one last year. I think I'm going to one this year.
Fascinating.
You can't, our business is very busy, and you are always working, but you have to
She's
celebrate
busy.
the holidays and,
Definitely
take
have
time
to celebrate
to
Halloween.
be crazy.
Yeah, I get crazy.
Don't miss Halloween.
Yeah, she seems like she's real crazy.
And she's now a grown-up and doesn't plan to do any more teen-related shows like Dawson's Creek, A4.
Well, yeah, I'm
Yeah, then change your voice to sound like a grown-up.
getting older. I'm definitely not a teenager anymore, and I'm excited to do more adult roles.
Honey, it's over. It's over. You had your best years.
You know what I love? The speculation about who of the cast of Friends will be breaking out and making something of themselves.
Well, I know that
Friends
answer.
is over. Ooh.
Zero. None of them.
Not even Aniston, you think, will be like
No. Nobody cares about her. Every movie she's in is horrible. She's more horrible than
Well, they're saying, she had a big hit with that Jim Carrey movie she was in, Bruce Almighty, this summer.
It's called Jim Carrey.
She said, keep starring in movies with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that's it. They have a huge film career.
How do I get in a movie with Jim Carrey?
I think Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, and Jennifer Aniston should do a remake of The Golden Girls. Make that, they took
move right into Golden Girls?
Yeah, they should do a movie like they did with Charlie's Angels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except The Golden Girls. It's over. It's over. Katie Holmes, over.
So sad.
You can tell who's going to break out. None of them.
They would have already done it.
Yeah, it might have happened years ago.
Yeah, George Clooney didn't have to wait for ER to end to become a movie star.
Yeah, that's right.
He just did it.
That's right.
Runaway Jury is at theaters now.
I don't think you'll be seeing Benicio del Toro with Courtney Cox.
I can't wait for that project.
The Hunted 2.
Gene Hackman and Lisa Kudrow. Yes. In their first film together.
Runaway Jury is in theaters now, and it stars Gene Hackman. And here he is on getting to work with his old friend Dustin Hoffmann. A1.
We don't see each other a lot. We've spoken on the phone.
That's a real actor.
I saw him last year at the Toronto Film Festival.
Gene Hackman's the man. That's the man.
Baby.
Yeah, that's an actor.
Great actor.
All you punks.
And here's Rachel Weiss on working with Gene Hackman. A2.
Gene has just this incredible power. His power, you just stand opposite him.
He has power.
Gene has power. He has incredible power. It's unbelievable. He has atomic balls. What do you mean? His balls, they can split the atom.
You could drop his balls on Hiroshima.
It seems that he's doing nothing. It's so simple what he's doing. He just has this
It's simple, but it's complicated.
thing going on inside him that it's very hard to put into words. He has this kind of smoldering power and way.
Smoldering, powerful Gene Hackman. He's so amazing with his atomic balls.
His balls give off light.
I think you've mentioned his balls 3 times. They're amazing, atomic. Gene can fart on dead animals and revive them. What? I swear, we were shooting in the woods one day and a beaver lay on the side of the road, run over in a horrible car accident. Gene knelt over the dead animal, wept, and then spread his cheeks and blasted the animal until he came to life. I was shocked. At night, sometimes we'd be shooting in the deepest, darkest desert. And I read my book by the glow of his balls, his atomic balls. You're saying you could read in the desert? Yes, his balls would glow so brightly.
Very simple and
He'd pull his pants down. I could read my script.
very kind of.
Gene Hackman.
He doesn't want to sit down.
Shut up, you blithering idiot.
Okay. And Mystic River is also in theaters, starring a bunch of people, including Kevin Bacon. It's a Clint Eastwood directed film.
Kevin Bacon.
And here's Kevin on the book versus the screenplay. A5.
So often I think you
Man, working for Clint Eastwood must be cool, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin, I'm going to say this once. I need you to walk over there and hit your mark. If you don't, I'm going to kill you.
you're sort of disappointed sometimes with the
You need to work with Gene Hackman. One day the lighting man didn't show up, so we lit the whole set with his balls, his atomic balls.
with the screenplay based on a book, because a book is so much written.
All right, I don't care.
And finally this morning, one other thing.
Yes.
I told you I was at Columbia this past week, and I went to the Wyclef Jean concert on
What an amazing talent.
Saturday night. And it was interesting because he had gotten off his hospital bed to come to the concert. Apparently he was suffering from food poisoning.
They should have had Gene fart on him.
And maybe Gene did fart on him because they didn't know that he was going to make the concert, but he made it. Not only did he make it, but he performed for maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because the other person who was supposed to perform never showed up. Erykah Badu
Oh.
never showed up.
They should have called Gene Hackman's balls.
Absolutely.
For the light show.
And that's what Wyclef said. He said, if I got out of a hospital bed to come here, what the hell could be wrong with
Where that
Erykah
bitch at?
Badu?
Where that bitch
What's
at?
up with her?
Boy, I bet you Don't tell me she was giving some oral to some white guy.
Yo.
I think she's the hottest girl.
Yeah, but she doesn't show up for her concerts.
Of course not. She doesn't have to. She's hot.
I guess. All right. Well, anyway, that's what's happening over there. And the Egyptian twins who were separated last week, they were joined at the head.
Yeah, that's hot.
2-year-old Egyptian twins. They were being kept in a drug-induced coma for a while.
Let us separate the twins now. Come on. Wait a minute.
Drug-induced coma.
Let's put the twins in a drug-induced coma and maybe they will heal.
So they're apparently both awake now and both moving. But it'll still be, one is off the ventilator, the other one is still on, but it'll be some time yet before they determine whether there's been any brain damage.
Are the boys healthy enough to carry a bomb yet? To the juice? You know, it seems to me if we just take this saw and saw their heads in half, they'll be fine. Just two of them.
Well, that's what's happening.
Now we have 2 suicide bombers.
2 heads are better than
The
one.
price of one.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Get me out of here.
York's new music alternative. 92.3 K-Rock.
Let me go be delightful somewhere else. All right, look. It's our song, Robin.
I'm dancing, are
Nude?
you? Nude.
Hey, Trim Spa's the best, man. I love that. Ephedra-free Trim Spa. Completely ephedra-free. People say, well, Trim Spa must have ephedra in it. No. This ancient secret appetite supplement curbs even the most wildly out-of-control appetites. People like Cabby, Chauncey, Anna Nicole
Smith.
Thank you.
She has to be the most out of control.
Oh, she has no self-control whatsoever.
Thank you.
If hard luck cases like Cabby and Anna Nicole Smith and Chauncey Hayden can actually lose weight with Trim Spa patented products, so can you. Trim Spa's patented weight loss products are available at GNC and other fine retailers. You can also order with a 110% guarantee of 1-800-TRIM-SPA or at trimspa.com. I love Trim Spa. Hey, how about this Time Warner Cable with their DTV? People are talking about DTV digital television from Time Warner Cable. What I do yesterday? I sat down on my couch, I flipped through what was available, and I got myself a movie called The Hunted.
Thank you.
Is it The Hunted?
The Hunted.
The Hunted.
Thank you.
I only know because I was scrolling through the movies as well.
Starring the following 2 people, Benicio del Toro and Mr. Tommy Lee Jones. And these 2 dudes are good, and it was great, and I could hit pause, I get up to go to the can, I get something to eat. I love DTV. Satellite can't, you know what? I was a satellite guy. I'm back to cable, man. With this DTV, you are going to freak out. You can order stuff, you can get stuff for free, and you can pause, you can play, you can stop, you can fast forward, you can rewind. I was sitting there, I was like, this is it, man.
You
This
just
is
stop it sometimes just to see if you can.
That's what I did. I swear to God. I mean, it is amazing. What fun. I didn't even have to leave the house. I got no exercise. That's what I'm happy. 1-800-OK-CABLE. Give them a call. 1-800-OK-CABLE. Installation DTV is just $9.95. For a limited time, call 1-800-OK-CABLE to get everything out there. I was at Cinemax, Showtime, everything. On demand. 1-800-OK-CABLE. Watch TV, you read the paper. What do you do?
Went to the movies yesterday.
What'd you see?
Mystic River.
What's that, Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
How is that?
Good performances, not a great film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Some very good performances, though.
So you watch a movie, then you go home,
And then I feed the cats and
vibrate.
go to sleep.
And did you vibrate yourself?
No.
To get to sleep? I mean, is there something you're doing to get yourself sleepy?
No, by the end of the day, I was tired.
You know, like I bang before I go to bed. That gets me all groggy.
That's the only thing I find that can take my mind off eating.
Just banging.
Banging.
So,
Yeah,
a
you
few
know.
seconds that you're banging.
Right, exactly.
Well, I'm like,
Then immediately afterwards, I need a meal.
I was all stressed out because I take on these projects, these outside projects.
Yeah.
And last night I was doing a phone conference trying to find, the right balance for this cartoon we're doing, Howard Stern, the high school years, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
I was on the phone about another exciting project, and one that I think would excite you, Robin, actually.
Really?
And probably requires your involvement if you are available.
I don't know if I'm available.
I'm busy
You have to let
fasting.
me- Give me some advance notice.
Yeah, well, this is going to take a while. Anyway, it doesn't involve anal. So,
Well, then maybe I can do it.
yeah, so anyway,
No anal pass.
don't worry, it's not a cooking show. You're out of that. So, here's my drink.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I go home and I'm all stressed out, and, you know, I had a tape of the latest Starship Enterprise.
Oh, lucky you.
Like I was all set to get into bed and watch it, and then, you know, Beth said to me, "What are you doing?" I said, I want to see Starship Enterprise." She's
Star
like,
Trek Enterprise.
"Yeah, whatever it is." I said, "Don't you think I know the name of it?" And she goes, well, "Don't you want to be with me?" And I was like, "I do. I really do."
Sure.
She goes, "Why don't you get into bed and watch Star Trek Enterprise?" And laughing at me. And I got to go make some phone calls, and then I'll be with you. Mm-hmm. So I'm all cozy in the bed watching Star Trek Enterprise. And then Beth walks in. And she's like, "Go ahead, watch your show. I'll just go to bed."
Oh.
And I went, No. Come here. I put on pause. We did
You
it.
don't want to lose your place.
Yeah, we
Very
did our
important.
thing. And it was all over, and we're basking in the glow.
Pause.
And I go, "Would you mind if I
Finish my
finish
show.
my Star Trek Enterprise?" She goes, "Yeah, I'll go to sleep."
Oh, dear.
And it was a great night.
Well, good.
I watched the end and I went to sleep.
Right. Very romantic.
Yeah. Hoshi was trapped on a planet with an alien.
Oh,
Who?
wow.
Hoshi,
You're kidding.
the Chinese interpreter,
Right, okay.
who they're trying to make hot now.
Really?
Yeah, they have her running around in little nightgowns.
I was going to say, did they give her plastic surgery?
Yeah, I got a weird TiVo list. Star Trek Enterprise, Joan of Arcadia.
Is that good?
Yeah, I like it. You wouldn't like it.
Well, I mean, in the paper it says it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I haven't been able to watch that.
So you don't need to vibrate yourself or anything to get to sleep? 'Cause I figured you got some kind of hunger pangs.
No, I had a big weekend. I was kind of tired.
No headache from all the exercise?
No, I don't get headaches.
How often do you run?
Only a couple of times a week, especially when I'm fasting. I cut back on exercise, but I still exercise.
Right. So
Robin said something that fascinates me. You go home and feed your cats, so you're able to feed another living thing without wanting to eat yourself.
Sure, absolutely.
how often do you pleasure yourself?
Oh, I don't know, a couple of times a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would get so pissed at the cats for being able to eat.
Why is that?
And I
Because
can't.
why don't you just call your man over and let him do his thing?
Because he's gone, and that would take, I'm going to wait for him to get
Where
in
is
the
he?
car. He's at home.
Yeah.
I don't live with anybody.
Do you ever think of me
No.
when you're doing it? Tell the truth.
Positively, absolutely not.
I don't believe it.
Have you ever thought of me? No.
Sure. Even accidentally, you don't think of me?
No, if you popped into my head, I'm getting up.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
such a
even
liar.
staying there.
What do you think about Casey? Have you ever thought about Casey?
No,
Tell
I
the
told
truth.
You, Casey is such a sicko. I can't even enjoy him.
Is that really true? You never thought of Casey with his shirt off? Or
I can tell you honestly that, first of all, Casey never took his shirt off and let me see that incredible body until after I knew what a nutcase he was.
All right.
So he never factors in. He's too sick.
Anybody here ever factor in? Fred? I think Jackie once did when he was working
I
there.
had a dream. That was something I couldn't control.
Does Fred ever get in there?
No.
In the early years even?
No.
I can't imagine Benji gets there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
When you're doing that, you don't ever accidentally think about eating?
Can you imagine running 4 miles and then not eating anything?
I get hungry from eating.
I know.
mean,
You get exhausted and you need to eat.
Any activity, of course, you just always, it's something you always think about. Like, I can't
I
sleep
was
if I'm
thinking of
hungry.
Artie yesterday. I said between the eating and the smoking and the drinking, his mouth is never empty.
No. Yeah, I didn't even realize he smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I had an aunt who used to say when I was a kid that either something disgusting is either going in or coming out of my mouth.
You're like a baby.
Yeah, I I like enjoying myself. I don't. You know what? You're right. I don't deny myself anything, which is bad. You know, if I want to slice of
gambles,
pizza,
he drinks, he eats.
And because I'm looking at him, sometimes he just walks around the halls with the cigarette dangling out of his mouth. It's not even lit.
Yeah.
He
loves to have things in his mouth.
He has a whole pack of cookies over there that he's going to eat before lunch.
I gotta admit, this company sent me these cookies, and they're good, man.
What are they?
It's called Little Peppy's Pizzelle Waffle Cookies.
Oh my goodness!
And they're chocolate waffle cookies, and I got a carton.
That's a huge box.
Yeah.
He polished off a half a box yesterday.
I saw something in the store the other day, and I thought, well, Artie will love that. They've now taken the Milano cookies and completely covered them in chocolate on the outside.
Wow. Oh, no, half a chocolate.
No, not like the chocolate in the middle. Now it's the chocolate in the middle, and it's completely covered in chocolate.
Wow.
My new favorite thing is with the Yankee games, I get those ballpark Franks with the little mozzarella balls that they sell.
Mozzarella balls?
Yeah, the kids eat those.
So good.
So who do you pleasure yourself to? Like, what are you thinking about? You're getting plowed by someone.
Sometimes I pleasure myself to Mr. X.
No, you don't.
I do, too.
Really?
Every once in a while, he pops in there.
All right, who else besides Mr. X, which you diplomatically said well, but...
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
Ever a woman?
No.
It's always a dude.
Always a dude. Big, strapping dude.
Who is it?
Hello, Robin.
Still Richard Gere. The
Really?
old Richard Gere. Not the current Richard Gere, but, from,
100 years ago.
his early days. He pops in there.
What about Chuck Scarborough? He ever...
No.
No?
Nah.
The newscaster.
Not my type.
Steve-O?
Steve-O? No, I've never done it to Steve-O.
Thank you.
Even though occasionally I have lusted after him.
Wow.
Who else is in there? Evander Holyfield?
No, some kind, every once in a while, like a male model.
Oh, really? Wait,
you
we
might
see
see on a
magazine?
like a Calvin Klein ad or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you hold the
Or
picture?
like that new Tarzan dude. He's horrible as Tarzan, but boy, is he beautiful.
Do you watch Tarzan?
I've only seen that one episode. That was just awful, and I couldn't go back. Even the previews look terrible.
No, the Tarzan dude's a good-looking dude.
Oh, boy.
What about that guy on Sex and the City? The guy who bangs the old bag, the blonde.
Yeah, he could be in there. Yeah. That's the kind of guy.
What about Naked Cowboy? Is he in there?
No.
Naked
Cowboy doesn't have a good enough face to make it.
Ever fantasized multiple men are doing you at once?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
What are they doing? Like each guy's ramming you? Taking turns, or every orifice is going?
Every orifice.
Really? That's a fantasy of women.
Yeah.
No, you don't necessarily want to do it. It's a fantasy.
No, I have no desire to do it at all, but it's a good fantasy.
So, like, who are the guys? Is it like Mike Tyson, Kobe Bryant, and...
Robin, I'm going to take you in your fantasy. Robin, you're going to have a fantasy. I'm gonna bang you, then I'm going to beat up your car.
Is it ever Mr.
Mike
Sulu?
Tyson is never. Mr. Sulu.
Yes. Mr. Sulu, Rush Limbaugh, Mr. Sulu, and Mike Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen. That Artie can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say that I'll be banging Robin.
A lot of women, I read this in a magazine, that they have a fantasy of multiple dudes doing them. Like, you're pleasuring two guys with your hand, and then, like, you're bent over a chair, and the other guy's doing stuff to you. Right? Is that how it goes?
Or sometimes it's you're sandwiched between two guys.
Let me think about that.
Oh, a sandwich.
Sandwich. Oh, Artie's getting turned on. Sandwich.
Sorry, I said sandwich.
Sometimes there's a sandwich.
No two guys, though.
Yeah, no, I don't have the two guys.
You pleasure yourself to a sandwich, Artie. Robin, too. Big sandwich.
Oh, wow, sandwich.
So, like a guy, like, are you standing up when these guys sandwich you?
Yeah, or everybody's like kneeling on the bed.
Wow. So one guy has anal and the other one's getting...
Well, I don't know that it definitely gets that graphic. There's a lot of... This is like probably foreplay.
I see. A lot of guys grabbing your boobs and
Everything,
doing you,
yeah.
We could make that happen.
Wow.
Black guys and white guys, or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you.
Sorry, no Asians or
No Asians.
Indians yet.
No Asians need apply.
I love Asians, but I just haven't fantasized about them.
How about we get Jason and Will in here to make that happen? I'm pretty sure we could do that.
Make an intern sandwich?
Young intern sandwich.
I'm sorry, they're not interns.
Yeah, right. You have to be correct.
They're actually an employee sandwich.
3 weeks ago, they were interns. Now they're employees.
And they're very good employees.
Right.
They've
All right.
progressed up the ladder.
Dave, you're on the air.
Hey, yeah, you guys are the best, number one. And Robin, I know you pleasure yourself to me. And not eating for 7 days isn't fasting. It's called being anorexic.
No, she does a drink. A special
drink?
water and lemons and maple syrup.
I do plenty of drinks, but that's still not food.
How many drinks you polish off yesterday on your fast?
Probably about 4.
Four, that's it.
Again, I'm only sipping. I don't gulp it down.
I know that stuff tastes so bad. I'd only sip it.
No, I like the taste of it.
I certainly would. But after you work out, aren't you really? Can you drink just water?
Sure, you can have all the water you want.
Oh.
I drink water.
Wow, what a treat!
But you see, you don't need as much food as you think you do, as David Blaine, my guru, just pointed out.
Right.
But also, it makes food more special when you eat.
I bet.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, Mike.
Radio show, man.
What was on last night?
I couldn't fall asleep, though. The last picture I had in my mind was Benji's ass.
Oh, gay nude aerobics.
Oh, man, I missed that.
They blocked his ass out so much it looked like a checkerboard.
That was gay nude checkers. Oh,
It was
man.
gigantic. It was funny. Then you had the two broads on with the phone sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one broad says, "Yeah, I have a belly. I'm fat."
Well, she was hot.
I know, but you said, "What kind of phone sex is this?"
I know.
That was funny.
Hey, thanks.
And Robin, man, we're not going to be happy till you're on doing Playboy. Come on.
Right.
And
You
then you
should
had
do
to-
it now. You're ready.
I'm getting ready. Me
You're
and
Playboy
Meredith
ready.
here are gonna
Especially
do
at the-
a girl on girl.
I just happened to see her run by yesterday, and she was wearing, you wear those tight, like
Little
tights,
bike shorts.
little bike shorts, and man, you were like tiny. I mean, like a Playboy playmate
Not even.
with the big jugs and the tight little ass. Good for you. It's the way every woman should.
And all those
Okay.
questions and answers you just asked, that'll be the the question and answers. How many
Right.
guys you want?
I'll do the Q&A.
Yeah, be great.
Jeff, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Robin, I have serious wood for you right now.
Hey, my man's got some serious wood for you.
How about that?
I could steer right now.
You know, it's funny, too, because, like, that's the line I used on my girlfriend last
Is
night.
that right? Serious wood.
I was like,
Robin, I've got to know, is there a favorite of yours? Is there spandex or leather or velvet or what works for you?
What are you talking about?
What clothing turns you on that you like to wear?
she wants you in some chaps, sir, with your serious wood exposed. Your serious wood and balls.
Serious wood.
That's a good line, right?
Yeah.
Serious wood.
Oh, I haven't had sex in days. I have some serious wood here.
Serious wood.
Guys with their wieners, man.
I've got some serious wood.
Oh.
Believe it or not, I'm going on a cruise with some serious wood.
Get out of my life.
Oh, is that creepy?
Ooh. What's the creepiest sentence you could hear?
Believe it or not, tomorrow I'm getting some serious wood. Me and Lorraine.
Oh, Ricardo. I've got serious wood.
My papillon, Lorraine, has serious wood for you.
Ren, stop chewing on my serious wood. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Stuttering John with Yogi Berra.
Hi, Yogi. Hi, can I ask a couple of questions? What's that? For WXOK Radio? Can I ask a couple of questions? Can I ask a question?
What, me?
Yeah.
What question you want me to ask?
No, I'm going to ask you. Okay. Did you ever see Mickey Mantle throw up?
No, never have.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow. How about, did anybody ever get laid in the dugout?
Laid in the dugout?
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Andy, what's up?
Hey, Howard. Did Robin have diarrhea when you saw her running?
No diarrhea.
No brown socks or brown shoes?
I think she's on the drink. I don't think there's anything to diarrhea with.
but Benji was funny last night. It was like, you know how when you go to the zoo and they have the hippopotamus in a pit and you look down at it?
Yes.
It looked just like that with those high camera angles.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed the E! Show with Benji's gay nude yoga, and I applaud Benji because he's so brave to get nude and participate in gay nude yoga.
And he had all that hair.
Yes, congratulations to you, Benji.
There's a person who doesn't have a problem with nudity.
No.
I was shockingly disgusted by it myself, though.
Were you?
I had the TV on, and I was watching the phone sex girls, who I normally don't do this to TV, but I did start pleasuring myself.
I thought that, I kind of forget every show, but I remember one of the girls being really hot.
She was out in the hall, she started showing her breasts again. The breasts came underneath her shirt. It really was incredible.
Yeah, she was hot.
And I started doing it, and then they started showing clips of me coming on. And I thought about keep doing it, but I had to stop. And I was really
Couldn't do it to yourself?
I thought it'd be kind of interesting, but no, I didn't.
Yeah, Shuli.
I don't know what was more disturbing, Benji nude or Artie's brown jacket.
Artie's brown jacket that Dana bought him.
Was that on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, the last time I saw a jacket like that was on a Starsky and Hutch episode.
Gilbert, you're on the air. Yes, Gilbert. Thank you, Gilbert. Anybody want to talk to Gilbert? No Gilbert. Okay, James, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Listen, last week when Vinny was on, some girl called up, said she was an intern with him at Comedy Central. Remember that?
Yes.
Well, when you asked her if she was good looking, she said she was fat and huge. You got duped. That girl was a hot chick. I would bet on it. I'll tell you why. That wasn't a fat chick's voice. That's not how fat chicks talk. Hot chicks would talk like that because they want to...
All right, let's move it along.
Wow.
Who cares? I don't even remember what he's talking about. Dude, don't call up with a week-old
So
reference.
insignificant.
Yeah. Remember that chick who called you? She had to be hot. Hey, here's a couple. I got a bunch of tapes I want to play for you. I think you'll enjoy these. Kid Chris was at it again. He tape recorded a bunch of Gary the Retard stuff and called Melrose Larry Green.
With Gary the Retard's voice.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It's amazing how long people stay on the line, though. Here's Gary the Retard calling Melrose Larry Green.
Hello? Hello? Who's this? It's Gary the Retard from the Howard Stern. Oh, yeah. How you doing, man? Who? How are you? It's early. What? Do you know how to take care of anybody else? No. What's that? Audio. What? Going on? L.A. Yeah, you know what? If you ever listen to me on the Howard Stern show, you know what? I can do a lot better than you can, Ernie. Yeah, no, you're good, yeah. You know what? You need to get your voice fixed a little bit better. Okay, man. Yeah, Ernie, yeah. What is the matter with you? All you say is Ernie. Ernie? Hello? Yeah. You know what? Once you go out and catch all these bad guys, throw them in jail. No, he's good. All right, good to hear from you, man. You know what? Something's the matter with you. If you ever watch Howard on TV. Yeah, sure. Hello? Yeah. That's all. That's good. Yeah, it's good.
What's weird about this call is not Gary the Retard. It's listening to a laid-back Melrose Larry Green.
Right.
It's
Normal Larry.
Yeah, normal Larry. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yo, you don't think, no way. Yeah, thanks for calling, man. It's Gary the Retard from the Howard Stern. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, you know what? If you ever listen to me on the Howard Stern show, you know what? I can do a lot better than you can, Ernie. Yeah, I know. You're much better than me. Hello? Yeah. Hello. Hello? Okay, man, I got to get going. Thanks for calling. Yeah, Ernie, what is the matter with you? All you say is Ernie. Right.
So then he called Gary the Retard. Yeah.
With his own voice?
With his own voice.
Oh, no.
And he goes, I'm Gary the Retard. And Gary goes, no, I'm Gary the Retard.
He starts arguing with himself.
You know what was amazing about that was it was someone who annoyed Larry to where Larry was trying to blow them off.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Who's this? Who? Who's this? It's Gary the Retard from the Howard Stern. It's me. Who? Who's this? It's Ernie. Who? Do you know how to take care of anybody else? No.
Even Gary the Retard doesn't understand Gary the Retard.
I don't feel so bad then.
Audio. Who are you? You know what? I can do better than you can. Yeah, right. 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 Yeah, you know what? If you ever listen to me on the Howard Stern show, you know what? I can do a lot better than you can, Ernie. Hello? You don't watch me on TV? Because you know what? I'm famous. I direct porn movies. You don't do porn movies. It's Gary the Retard from the Howard Stern. I'm the Gary from the Howard Stern, goddammit. You know what? You need to get your voice fixed a little bit better. Yeah, right. Yeah, Ernie, what is the matter with you? All you say is, Ernie. What do you want? You know what? Once you go out and catch all these bad guys, throw them in jail. Why don't you? You don't say that kind of stuff on the air. You know what? Yes, you should get after him. Hello? Who? Who are you? It's Gary the Retard from the Howard Stern. I'm Gary the Retard. Who? I am. Hello? God damn it. Who?
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, man.
Hello? I didn't realize he did that.
Yeah. He's got sort of a phone persona.
Yeah.
Here's Star Jones talking about her weight on The View.
Has she had this operation that you were saying she's getting?
Listen to this tape. Wait, first of all, she's the woman who said, be proud of your fat, don't get these stomach stapling operations. And when someone would come on her show that had stomach stapling operations, she'd yell at them.
You all might have noticed that in the past few months I've been losing a little weight here. I see some smiles out there. You're not the ones who've been calling the gossip columns, though, right? Exactly. Because I know all about the rumors and the gossip. It's been on all the news stations and everything. And a lot of people are curious about what's going on with me. And I understand that because we work in the public eye. But I keep getting 3 questions. What did she do? Why did she do it? And why hasn't she talked about it? So we'll take them one at a time. What did she do? I went to the doctor, and my doctors and I put together an entire health plan that's going to work long-term for me, my life, my body. Why did I do it? Because I listen to my body. No matter how 40 and fabulous I think I am, I'd like to have a long, quality-filled life that allows my body to work in conjunction with this fabulous mind so that I can enjoy the life. And why haven't I talked about it? Well, how do I put this in a gentle and humble and Christian way? Because it's none of your business. Okay?
What a
Claps when they're dissed.
what a pompous ass.
Actually, you know, our live studio audience has been very, very kind. They've been very complimentary, and none of them have been intrusive, and that's the difference. You're allowed to be curious.
You go, fat girl.
You're just not allowed to be intrusive. Everyone has a privacy sphere. Some people don't want to talk about their marriage. Some people don't want to talk about their relationship with their kids. Some people don't want to talk about why they hate their mama. That's their...
Now she's getting all black. Yeah. She started out kind of white. And some people don't want to talk about their mama. She was starting to sound like a thin chick for a while, but then she starts breaking into the big fat chick sounding voice now.
I choose not to discuss my health care outside to the public. That's my decision.
Well, why are you discussing everybody else's?
You said your fat was healthy.
Yeah. The only reason people want to discuss it is because you used to say being fat was good. And you told kids fat is good. And to feel good about their fat.
And to go ahead and be fat. Now you realize at 40 you can't keep carrying that around, so you're doing an about face.
Yeah.
So don't call me and ask me. Don't write.
Don't call me and ask me. How do you slip from white to black so quick?
Oh, that's 2 languages she speaks, and she speaks them at the same time.
She's bilingual.
Well, as she said before, she has a fabulous mind.
What a fat, pompous ass. Got to be great if she had a heart attack today.
So, wait a minute. Did she get the stomach stapling or not? She never said.
She won't say, but she did.
Her doctors put together a health program.
Yeah, they did all the work, and she sat back, as usual. What a fatso. It'd be so great if she just had a heart attack.
Oh.
and just drop dead. It'd be just so
Well,
great.
she was definitely headed that way. I pointed out, this woman couldn't even talk anymore.
I saw her in the Bahamas chowing down. She don't dare slip into, that girl don't dare slip into a bathing suit. And then she just sat at the restaurant and ate the entire
That's what
afternoon.
She did in the Bahamas. She sat at the restaurant.
Yeah. They had an outdoor restaurant. I remember I went and got lunch. But I wasn't looking too thin either, but
Oh, get out!
compared to her, I was a regular,
You were a Biafran.
I was, whatever the skinny guy was in Laurel and Hardy.
That was Laurel.
Laurel. I was Laurel to her Hardy. But, I mean, she just sat there for hours, like beached on a chair, getting served food. You know?
Come in and ask me, and don't think you're going to see me on no commercials telling you that you should do what I did. It's not going to happen. That's all I wanted you to know.
She got all black in your face, in your grill. She started out so white. Isn't she a lawyer or something?
Yes.
So is that how she talked in the courtroom? Or she talked
Absolutely not.
white?
She talked like she did when she started out.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of questions.
I bet black people hate her. You know what I mean?
know that.
I think they hate anyone who, like, is white half the day and then black the other half.
No, I think they're just fine with her.
Yeah, I'm not a fine with her. I don't know. I didn't see her lie down on the beach because I think Greenpeace would have come along and thrown her back in the ocean.
Dragged her out to sea to
Yeah,
meet her family.
to save her.
Wait, I have a fabulous mind.
Wow, she's pompous. Where do you say I have a fabulous mind?
Yeah,
I mean,
jeez.
what a full of herself woman.
Well, this is a woman who has such low self-esteem. She's had to talk herself up a lot.
Yeah.
Don't you realize that? Nobody who really thinks well of themselves has to tell you they have a fabulous mind.
Man.
You all might have noticed that in the past few months.
Yo. All right, whatever. What else I got here?
Einstein didn't sit around going, I have a fabulous mind.
Right.
Right.
He just invented stuff.
He just did stuff with it.
Want to hear Angelina Jolie on 2020 saying she hasn't had sex for a year?
Yes.
Yeah. I got some good tapes here.
You have not had sex for a whole year?
No, I haven't.
Do you miss it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You said that you were, quote, right to the pluck-in.
Well, I haven't had sex in a year.
Has anybody offered to come along and
I'll say it.
Am I really doing this?
I just can do without it for now. But I'm sure sooner or later I'm starting to really want it and miss it again. Yeah.
For you, does it have to be a relationship?
No.
I mean, for many women, it doesn't. For many women, it can,
I think it used to be because I didn't have many lovers, but I married so many of them and I was in serious relationships for so long. And I've never really had just lovers. And look at me, I'm crossing my arms and being offensive.
Exactly. I never had sex just for sex.
I haven't, but but maybe I'll start. I don't know.
Angelina, I can't imagine that they're not lining up
to be a lover. Maybe they will after this. Maybe I'll get a phone call.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Are you going? Why don't you step up and pluck her?
I'm going to pluck you. Wow.
She's right for the plucking.
Man, I like that. She's going to bang a dude just to get, because she's horny. Somehow chicks look at me and don't use me for that. They want relationships. No chick
When
ever
they
goes,
look at you, they say, relationship.
yeah, I don't see every chick coming up and just go, listen, I just need you to bang me. Yeah, I would love to bang her. I bet you it's wild. Definite doggy style there. Emphasis on the doggy. Yeah. I wonder if there's an agent you can call and say you're ready to bang her.
Like you'd like to get on the list.
Yeah. She had everything, but she still wasn't happy, she tells Barbara.
Why this self-destructiveness? Do you know where it came from?
Well, I don't know, except that I didn't have a sense of purpose. I felt so off balance all the time. I remember one of the most upsetting times in my life was after I had maintained success, financial stability, and I was in love. And I thought, I have everything that they say you should have to be happy, and I'm not happy.
You haven't had my man meet in.
That was the one thing she was missing.
Yeah.
She didn't realize.
That'd be cool if Barbara goes, you know why you weren't happy? I'm going to lick you right now. And then they start getting it on.
Yeah.
So good. That'd be such a good Barbara Walters special.
Yeah.
When's Barbara Walters going to die? What's her story? Is she like 80?
I don't know. How old could she be?
She keeps on
70
going.
something?
She loves working.
She's never going to quit.
She's another one with a disastrous personal life. I think she's had a couple of bad situations. I'd like to interview her. Right?
Oh, yeah. But she ain't talking.
I'd get her to cry. Hey, Dominic, you're on the air.
Yeah, you know, you keep talking about people who have the surgery as the easy way out.
It is.
It really isn't, because it's more work. We're just learning to live like you live.
Like I live. You don't know anything about how I live.
I'm talking about dieting, exercise. You
You're
have
not
to learn
dieting.
the whole way to live.
Yeah, but you can't. You look at food and you can't eat. How's that dieting?
No, that's not true. How is the first?
Wait a second. I went to dinner with you. You started to eat some salad. You put your fork down and go, I can't eat anymore. It's sickening.
Well, that was in the beginning, but as you go on, look, I'm 11 weeks after the surgery.
You never got to the bottom of why you eat like a pig.
But you may not get to the emotional issue, but you have to learn and exercise. I mean,
Why?
I eat fish now. I used to look at you like it was ridiculous.
But why do you have to learn to exercise?
Well, because I didn't do it enough before, and now I do it.
Yeah, but so why didn't you just do it before and skip the operation?
Well, because there was so much weight that it was hard to exercise.
No.
It's not seriously. I know you almost
How much weight have you lost now?
over 75 pounds.
Well, that's fantastic. But don't tell me you got to learn something. You didn't learn a thing. You learned to go to a doctor and let him cut you.
No. You still then.
I mean, I'm jealous. I in a way. I mean, it seems like it'd be a lot easier now.
It's a conditioning. You didn't do anything. You had someone artificially impose restrictions on you.
Yeah, you just said it was too hard to do it on your own.
You can defeat this. Dr. Curran's operation can be defeated. I told you. All I have to do is.
There's no doubt you will defeat it. Trust me.
Isn't that nice?
I just saw a picture of Carney Wilson. She's figured out how to defeat the operation.
So surely it's in
She
Dominic's
came back a whole bunch. You ever see the movie or read the book Flowers for Algernon?
No.
Yeah, it's about a guy who's retarded, and they give him an operation, and he gets a brain. And then at the end of the movie, he starts to get back to being retarded. And sure enough, that will happen to you.
So let me see if I understand. You want me to be fat again?
No, I just know you will. If Carney Wilson gained back the weight, you're going to gain back the weight.
Are you sure Carney's not pregnant? She
No.
said she wanted to have a child.
I'm telling you, wait till you see this. You got to see this picture. It's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, no.
Why do you say the greatest thing?
Oh, I love it.
Why?
There's a little baby whale inside of you that wants to get out. I know it. Doesn't matter how many times they operate on you.
Please don't say that. I don't want that.
I know. Well, we'll see. We'll
But
see
you
how
know
you
what?
do.
There is the fight now.
What
there is
fight?
a fight going on.
You and your wife?
No.
Oh.
Who's fighting?
Over food.
Oh,
There is.
food. He's fighting with food now.
Food is powerful.
Who won?
Food is powerful?
It is.
Yeah,
To
you know
Dominic.
that.
It is powerful.
I'm gonna fight you, cheesesteak.
Oh, because fucking. You know, last year-
But first of all, I admit I'm losing that fight. I just got beat up by a Pizzelle cookie.
So how are you looking? Do you look better, or is your skin sagging?
Ask people who call in. They see me all the time.
Yeah.
Artie, I'm thinner than you now.
You know what, Dominic? If you are, I'm dying to see that.
By the way, he is not thinner than you.
Yeah, I was like, how could that have happened?
No. I've
Artie,
seen
how
Dominic.
much
He
you
still
weigh?
looks fat.
No, I don't.
And
Artie,
Dominic
how
all of a
much
sudden
you weigh?
thinks he's some sort of stud.
Artie, how much do you weigh?
I weigh about 235.
I'm definitely thinner than you by 8 pounds now.
Dominic, you're telling me you weigh under 230?
Absolutely.
Tell the truth.
Come
Swear
on
to God.
in here, then.
I'll give you all the... I weighed 305 when I started, and I haven't walked this morning yet because my court doesn't start till 11, so I'll be about 226. But you see, that's wrong to keep weighing myself now. Now I'm getting back to my old head, as if the scale controls me. That's not good.
Listen to him. They've been loading him up with all kinds of
Where, you
therapy.
go to meetings?
Yeah. He must go to a meeting.
No.
You see, I go old ways. I weigh myself.
Wait a minute. The last time I saw Dominic was the Mohegan Sun, right?
Yeah.
I was over 300.
If you're thinner than me by now, I'm getting this operation tomorrow.
He is, though. He had rapid weight loss. The guy doesn't eat anything. I'm telling you, I went to dinner with him. He had a salad, and then he went out to he went down to the Feast of San Gennaro.
Yeah.
He had celery sticks. He couldn't eat anything.
I will tell you what I had.
Of course he's losing weight. If he's eating celery and salad.
Not true. I had for dinner the other night, first of all, I eat fish 3-4 nights a week, which I never ate, which you always told me to eat. I now eat. I don't eat pasta, bread, or sugar.
Because you can't. It sickens you.
No, that's not true.
Get out of here. Get off my phone.
Dominic, I don't deny you lost 75 pounds. I'm just saying what you started at had to be more.
Well, I was 305.
It had to be more than that, Dominic.
No, I swear to God it wasn't.
Really?
You weighed more than 305.
No, stop it. How dare you?
You're like a whale.
Jealous.
Well, then he's thinner than me, then.
355.
Now you got to be embarrassed. Dominic is thinner.
I guarantee you Dominic doesn't weigh less than Artie right now.
I say good for him if that's the case. But,
Don't worry, he'll be back up again.
Artie has a jacket he'll give you. Because it's too small for him.
Why do you keep wanting
Because I know you. You'll figure out a way to beat the system. You have no willpower.
How mean can you be?
Why were you eating so much, Dominic? What caused you to eat out of control like that?
I believe we have a preset determined by our family history.
Yeah.
That is fooled by the...
Hey, Dominic, come on. Remember that dinner we had together? The linguine with the fried clams? You don't miss that?
That was preset.
No, listen, it's not a coincidence that my mother was diabetic and died at 70, is it? And I am no longer diabetic. I take no medication. None.
All right. Can we go now?
Do you love me?
Yes. Thank you. He needs me to love him.
Oh, he does.
Like a woman.
You are the answer to his problems.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back... Oh, I got to get this guy on the phone.
What guy is that?
This guy, A.J. Jacobs, he wrote a book. It's kind of funny. What it feels like. He tells you what it feels like to die, what it feels like to...
Oh, I'd like to know that. How
like,
does he know?
Did you ever wonder what it's like? Because he interviewed people. Did you ever wonder what it's like to, like,
you
skydive?
can't interview the dead. What are you talking about?
People who are, clinically dead. You ever wonder what it's like to be in a plane and you jump and your parachute doesn't open and you hit?
Oh, my God. I never wondered about that. I figured that kills you, too.
You ever wonder what it's like to be hit by lightning, what it actually feels like?
Yes, I have wondered about
like
that.
what the pain is on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Is it really bad, or do you just
or
not
do you
know?
not know?
Yeah. He has all the answers. Did a whole book about it.
All right.
We'll be back right after these words.
I love it all. Yo, with the deal, this is rapper, actor, and overall entertainer Ja Rule. You are listening to the man who voted for David Dinkins because he wanted to keep the blacks calm. Howard Stern. Holla back.
Top the Howard Stern building.
On yesterday's show, we found out that Ronnie the limo driver is now, that his screen name is Scores Man.
And I'm still trying to figure out why he has an office and a card. I don't know exactly what his position is there.
I think because he's my driver. Somehow, I don't know. But he's Scores Man. Sal, the stockbroker, put together a Scores Man scenario.
I loved Sal yesterday. He was great.
Yeah.
Honey, this restaurant is so nice. The food is wonderful. The people are wonderful. I just wish there was just something a little bit more to enhance this place. Holy shit! Who the f*** are you?
I'm Scoresman 923. You want this restaurant enhanced? Scoresman will do it.
Holy shit, honey! A fish tank! Wow! Scoresman, you're a genius. Honey, let's stay a little longer. Hey, Scoresman, is that your utility belt?
No, that's Howard Stern. I have to go pick up his laundry. Remember, when there's a problem at Scores, you can count on Scoresman.
Wow.
That's hysterical. I can't wait for the next episode of Scores Man.
Scores Man. You can put a fish tank in the restaurant.
He enhanced the restaurant.
All right. Scores Man.
That was good.
Someone handed me a note that Ronnie's really pissed off today about this, about being Scores Man, or I don't know what he's pissed off about. Sal, I don't know.
Oh, really?
But he's Scores Man.
I thought he'd be proud.
I'm the first guy who loves Scores, but Ronnie's like...
He's taking it to another level.
Ronnie's at the point now where his whole identity is Scores.
Yes. He becomes Scores.
Will was telling me that he was yelling, that Ronnie was yelling at Will, going, "Don't F with me today. I don't want to be F with," like, or whatever. So he seems all pissed off today.
About being Scores Man?
Well, that's what we're all assuming. That it's the whole Scores
that it's
Man.
The Scores thing.
I'm Scores Man. And Lonnie made him a business card, and it says Special Scores Consultant.
Right.
And he has an office being built at the new West Side Scores.
But that's what do you call Ronnie for? I mean, what is his function?
I don't know, but he tries to act like a tough guy, and whenever I ask him that, I'll go, "Oh, I do things. You know, like he's a tough guy.
Right, because they had to fly him out to Chicago for this position of his.
I consult them. I go, what does that entail? And he goes, "Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it." I'm not worried about it. I'm just curious. What does that mean?
I would like to know.
Oh, I go, they pay you? Don't worry about it. I'm Scores. I'm a special consultant.
Is he getting paid?
And I didn't think anything was weird until I found out his screen name is Scoresman 923
or something.
I guess 923.
Oh,
because
I didn't even realize that. Yeah,
that's our frequency here in New York. Scoresman 923.
See, I picked up on that right away.
I didn't get that.
You know what? I'm sitting there thinking that there are 922 other scores.
Oh, no, I was thinking it was his birthday or something. Like 9/23.
Yeah, like September 23rd or something.
Yeah.
I know he hasn't come in here.
And he's all wrapped up in his Scores thing. He's too into
when
it.
will he be in Scores this week? When can I contact him?
Well, we're going over there later this week because Ronnie's birthday party is happening.
Yeah, but I meant in his office.
Oh, that's being built in the West Side.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have an office at the...
His office isn't ready yet.
Oh. Check it
Scores Man. Wow. Would you want your screen... your screen name's supposed to reflect who you are.
Right.
Even Jack Welch never called himself GE Man.
And where's he get 92.3? I mean,
why does he take that? That's not his number.
He's way into it. He's into the radio station, into Scores.
Wherever he is, he becomes that place.
Yeah. Scores, man. He loves Scores. When I met him, he loved Playboy. But...
Right, but he couldn't get to Hugh Hefner.
Right.
He can get
got
to
to
Lonnie.
He's J. Edgar Poontang. There's Scores Man. But he's dressed as Ronnie the limo driver.
And his alter ego.
Hey, Scores Man. How you doing?
Mannered.
You having a good time?
Yeah.
Good.
Why you act like a tough guy?
I'm not acting like a tough guy. What is
so
wrong with you,
sensitive
man?
about
Why are you sensitive?
I'm not sensitive
You're
at all.
Scores Man.
I
Let's
care
talk.
less. It doesn't bother me.
You're a special consultant. What does that mean? Don't worry about
Means
it.
whatever I want it to mean.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I go, what's a special consultant? Hey, it means whatever I want it to mean.
That's right.
No, really, what is it?
Just what I said. Whatever I want
He
it
acts
to
like
mean.
a tough guy.
Yeah, I'm a tough guy. I want to be John Gotti.
You're a tough guy. Yeah, come on. You're answering like a tough guy.
I want to be John
Somebody says
Gotti,
to me,
okay, please.
I'm a radio...
Let me be John Gotti.
I'm a radio guy. If somebody says to me, what does that entail? I go, well, I get on the microphone, I tell some jokes, I talk about current events, or sex, or...
Take phone calls.
So what is a Scores special consultant?
That's what I told you yesterday. Anybody has problems, they want to change things, they can call me, and I can take care of it for them. There's problems at Scores.
But why do they need you to do that? Like, why? This is not Lonnie's job?
They need somebody to do it. No, Lonnie handles PR and everything.
Do you not want me to discuss that you're Scores Man?
No, I don't care. It doesn't bother
me. Are you Scores Man 92.3?
Yeah.
Because of 92.3, the frequency?
That's what I picked, okay?
Yeah, all right.
Is that all right?
What do you got to do with that?
Nothing. What's wrong with that? What's the big deal?
Wow. It's just it's becoming your whole life.
So, in other words, if
It is my whole life,
somebody has a complaint about Scores, they call Ronnie.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any calls for Scores, man.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
Brian, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Howard? Howard, I'm usually a very smart man, but I think it's a code. 9 to 3 means 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., the time that Ronnie's there.
Right. This guy's got it figured out.
Oh, it's not 92.
It's about right, too. It's about right.
Thanks a lot, Howard. Have a good day.
Thank you. Hi, you're on with Scores Man.
Scores Man, I need help. I'm a bachelor party. I'm a best man for a bachelor party.
Okay.
And I don't know where to have it. And I'm at a loss. Can you help me, Scores Man?
Yeah, sure,
please?
no problem, man. Give me a call.
Where should he have the bachelor party?
At Scores. We're up.
There you go.
I'll set it up front.
Thank you, Scores Man.
Yeah.
Hey, 92.3. Is that your IQ or what?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
That's it.
Hey, shout out to Perry down at Barnett Tool. Thanks, guys.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, Barnett Perry.
Well, hey, Scores Man just helped some people.
There you go. He's right away. He knows exactly what to do.
Hey, Bob, you're on with Scores Man.
Hey, I want to ask Vito Corlehomo if he can catch my white-hot bullet with his teeth.
Vito Corlehomo.
All right, let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on with Scores Man.
I know what Ronnie's going to do. It's a real stretch from the job he's doing now. He's going to give him a wand. He's going to check people for guns and stuff. Then he's going to sit in the hallway.
Yeah, in a plastic chair.
Yeah, just like you do now.
Right.
Different place, that's all.
Jealous, right, man?
Right, Scores Man?
Wish it was you, right?
What's that?
Wishes were you, right? You wish it was you.
I don't wish I was
jealous.
you, Ronnie.
Yeah. Okay.
Howard, maybe, but not you.
Do you think people are jealous of Scores Man? Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to have his
Yeah.
superpowers?
Ronnie, don't you know everybody's coming to Scores now, and we're going to be calling you Scores Man forever, just like Baba Booey?
Yeah, I already,
What do you think of...
I already found that out, believe me.
Scores Man can change tens into singles.
Yeah.
No, 20s.
No, Scores Man can put a fish tank in a restaurant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell is singles gonna do for you?
Yeah, what's singles?
Well, that was one of the things you told you told Lonnie to put a fish tank in the new Scores, right?
No, that wasn't my idea.
No?
Somebody suggested it. I said that wasn't my idea.
So did you pass that on to Lonnie?
Lonnie was here yesterday. He heard the idea.
Oh, okay.
Are we going to get a fish tank?
Maybe.
But
It wasn't my idea.
Ronnie liked the idea of a
Oh,
fish tank
God.
in the restaurant, so you could look at fish while you eat fish.
Dude, that was not my idea.
Fish tank takes up
It
space.
was it was not my idea.
Yeah,
Somebody
but you were gonna-
suggested it.
you
to
were
me.
gonna bring it to
I was
Lonnie.
going to suggest it to him. That's the whole idea.
What about having mermaids in the fish tank?
Good idea.
Can I say instead?
Well,
of
they are going to have mermaids in the restaurant. Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. How about that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? Yours?
No.
So what is Scores Man's ideas? What are your ideas?
I'm working on it.
Really?
Yeah.
What about like a rodeo ring with some cattle in it while you eat your steak?
No, we changed some things with the restaurant the other day.
What'd you change?
About adding a wall and stuff, separating it from the club and stuff like that.
Was that your idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Scores Man.
Yeah.
Why do you want a wall separating the restaurant from
Because it's supposed to be a classy restaurant, and if you want to eat in private and not look at the stage area, then you have a nice wall put up.
That was your idea?
Yeah.
Wow.
Great idea.
Is that where the fish are going to go?
Yeah, that's what if
Well,
you
now I
can
could-
look at fish instead.
Now I can see why they need you there. You're going to put down any rugs or linoleum or?
Yeah, linoleum. I like linoleum. Linoleum's good, man.
What type of fish do you want to see?
Saltwater.
Saltwater fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very colorful. But that was not my idea. All right?
Eric, your
What is
idea,
your
your idea was the
problem?
wall.
The wall.
All right.
Right.
He was going to relay the fish tank idea. But
Any chance you could bang your head into that wall when you're
Maybe.
there? How about a fireplace?
Maybe a fireplace. Fireplace would be nice.
Eric, go ahead. You're on with Scores Man.
Yeah, I got a problem, Scores Man.
Go ahead, man.
The last time I had my drink, there was a pubic in it. Maybe they could wear hair nets down there. Maybe you could get that.
All right, we'll take care of that for you, man.
Yeah, Jeff the Drunk. Go ahead. You're on with Scores Man.
Yeah, Scores Man. Why don't you use your super powers and fly your ass out of there?
What was that?
He wants you to fly your ass.
Ass out of there.
He hates you.
I know. I hate him, too, so it's
Really?
okay.
Why do you add a wall to your
Why don't you change your underwear? It's all bloody.
All right. Thank you, Jeff the Drunk. All right, Scores Man.
Thank you, man.
All right. There he goes. Scores Man. Scores Man 92.3. Grown man.
Thank
He's-
goodness he just flew out of here.
He loves that Scores.
you can email my husband at scoresman.com.
Scoresman 92.3.
Scoresman 92.3. That's my husband.
And remember, Scoresman's kryptonite is his wife.
Yeah, because Bonnie doesn't let Ronnie go down the scores. No, his arch enemy is Chauncey Hayden.
Yes, that's his nemesis.
And Bonnie, his wife, because she doesn't like it when he becomes Scoresman.
Well, she drains his powers.
Yeah. Ronnie, I don't want you going to Scores. We have a dinner party to go to. God damn it. I'm Scoresman.
I can't be Scoresman tonight.
Honey, this restaurant is so nice. The food is wonderful. The people are wonderful. I just wish there was just something a little bit more to enhance this place. Holy shit! Who the f*** are you?
I'm Scoresman 923. You want this restaurant enhanced? Scoresman will do it.
Holy shit, honey! A fish tank! Wow! Scoresman, you're a genius. Honey, let's stay a little longer.
Wow, Scoresman saved the day.
See? And people stay longer.
Scoresman. I had no idea his screen name was Scoresman 92.3.
No, you've never emailed him.
He's gone. He's flipped his lid. I'm Scoresman. Scoresman. Next week, Scoresman fights glitter. That's right. Nasty glitter that gets all over your clothing.
And heavy perfume.
And body makeup. It gets all over your pants when you get a lap dance.
He fights other strip club guys. Flash dancers, man. Score man.
Formerly known as Limo Man, he's now Scores Man. Scores Man.
We got to get him a cape.
Yeah, when Ronnie walks in from now on, he should have a cape with a big S on it. With Scores. He loves Scores, man. Hey, I don't blame him.
It's a great place.
I just want to make my screen name Scores Man.
You try to keep it on the DL.
I try to be a little cool. And I told him, might not be that cool if everything in your life is scores.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of things shouldn't be scores.
Maybe just hang out there.
Yeah.
Not take the name.
He gets confused sometimes. He goes, I'm Scores Man.
But he's like a guy who married somebody. He's taken Scores' name.
Yeah. Oh, he loves Scores. I'm telling you. He gets angry when he, hears stuff going on down there and he's not there.
Oh.
He'd be at Scores every night, but he's married.
I know. That's because he's got kryptonite, Bonnie.
Bonnie. His arch enemy.
Lonnie, Bonnie, and Ronnie.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Lonnie, Bonnie, and Ronnie.
Bonnie torn between Lonnie and Bonnie.
I love Lonnie, and I love Bonnie.
And I'm Ronnie.
Which way do I go?
Scores Man. Well, hey, there's a guy on the phone. He wrote a book. I thought I'd bring him on. His name is A.J. Jacobs. A.J. Jacobs. A.J. is a guy who interviewed people with near-death experiences and all kinds of cool stuff. So the book is called What It Feels Like. It's in bookstores now. Hey, A.J.
Hey, Howard. How you doing?
So what's it feel like? I was just telling Robin, what's it feel like when a dude who, jumps with a parachute and the parachute doesn't open and he hits full impact?
Yeah, well, you know what? We actually couldn't find one of those guys who hit full impact because they were all splattered all over the ground.
That's what I figured. They'd be dead.
Oh, I thought you found the guy that survived.
No, we found this guy, his parachute only opened halfway, which is actually more dangerous than not opening at all because he was whipping around at 100 miles an hour like a washing machine. He said his head felt like it was going to explode. It was like the worst carnival ride ever.
So, did he crap his pants?
He probably had a little problem down there.
So, if your parachute half opens, do you puke? What happens to your body?
All the blood rushes out of your head. So he said it's like the worst hangover ever. And he had to try to lift his arms up to pull the cord, and he said it was like trying to lift 100-pound barbells when you're half asleep. But he was able to do it because, he was alive, so he was able to tell us about it.
What's it feel like when you get hit by lightning?
That is, it's not very pleasant. It's incredibly painful. Everything hurts. Your eyelashes hurt. He said it was freezing cold, which is kind of surprising. He said
The lightning is freezing cold?
Yeah.
And do you feel like do you have to be hospitalized after you get hit by lightning?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this guy, the bolt came down and killed his friend. It came out of his friend's knee and shot through him and went up through his skull. So he had a hole in his skull.
Wow.
It blew a hole in his skull.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He said it was like being slammed between two dumpsters. I've never been slammed between two dumpsters, but,
It's like getting hit by a truck.
Yeah, exactly. He said it was like having every case of the flu in your life at one time. So it's just the worst feeling you'd ever had.
So after you get hit by lightning, your arms and legs, can they move?
He said his arms and legs felt like they were 5,000 pounds.
Yo, Howard, this happened to a friend of mine. He got hit by lightning.
Yeah.
And he walked around with a rod for 3 days.
A boner.
Yeah.
Wow.
For 3 days, he couldn't go to the bathroom or anything.
Wow. And the other
took
guy.
a minor hit then.
What's it feel like to be gored by a bull?
Yeah, again, not very pleasant. This guy said it was loud because he could hear his stomach being unzipped. He said the bull played ping pong with him between his horns, and by the end, his liver and guts were hanging out. He finally escaped by jabbing the bull in the eyes.
When people describe the pain, do they give it to you on a scale of 1 to 10?
They usually just compare it to something, like the worst hangover or whatever. This was beyond a hangover, I think.
All right. Wow.
What else does he know about?
He does everything. Here's what you want to know. What's it feel like to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel? What's it feel like to undergo an exorcism?
There's a new guy you need to interview. Did you see a guy went over Niagara Falls with nothing?
Yeah,
And he saw lived. that
And he
guy.
lived.
The first guy in the history.
Second, I think.
Yeah, that guy. Our guy went over in a barrel that sounded like a luxury apartment. He had beers in there. It was like a 3,000-pound barrel.
And what did that feel like?
He said your balls go up around your ears. And he said it's like driving a car, 85 miles an hour into a brick wall. And your mouth really hurt. It just jammed. He was wearing a mouthpiece, and it just jammed right up into his skull.
Now, here's a good one. What it feels like to be a mascot, to run around in one of those heavy suits all day?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Well, we got the San Diego chicken, went right to the top. He says very hot, sweaty, 110 degrees in there, like a rainforest. He can't see much. He has to wear a leotard, so that can't be good for the masculinity,
Right. Does it smell?
He says it gets a little gamey, but he cleans it every day because he's very, very concerned about the fans. He doesn't want the fans to see him as a liability there.
Wow. I didn't realize what a difficult thing it was to be the San Diego chicken. All right, now what do you mean undergo an exorcism? You spoke to someone who was exorcised?
Yeah, we spoke to both someone who was exorcised and the exorcist. So, there was no crucifix up the crotch, sadly, and no green vomit spewing. But she did say that there were black clouds of smoke. It smelled like rotten eggs. She was banging her head on the floor, and it felt like, someone was sitting on you. The devil was sitting on you, and then when she got exorcised, he sort of left.
This is kind of a cool book. It tells you what it feels like to touch fake boobs, what it feels like to have fake boobs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what it feels like to change from a man to a woman, and from a woman to a
What
man.
does it feel like to touch fake boobs?
Yeah. Well, we originally asked Tommy Lee to do that, but and he was going to do it, but then he flaked out on us.
So what's the answer?
Well,
how do you describe that, I mean?
Our guy was just a regular schmo, and his wife got fake boobs. He says he compares it to a grapefruit. And then he also says it's like a good hard bicep in front. I don't know. I've never felt the one to lose her.
You never felt the fake boob?
No.
God, I felt thousands.
I know.
So you tell us.
It's almost like a rubber ball. Like sometimes you can't feel the fake boob, but sometimes you can, and it's like it feels kind of not like a rubber ball, like you're squeezing a rubber ball.
Really?
Yeah, with skin around it.
The woman who had fake boobs, she says it's like having little pillows in her chest. And sometimes she can feel the liquid flashing around inside.
Just when she's walking?
Yeah, when she's sashaying.
Look at it. It's really cool, man. What it feels like to swallow a sword.
Yeah, it's like a cold sensation going down. And here is a tip from him. Don't have a volunteer from the audience push the sword down, because he once did that, and this macho guy came up, jammed the sword down so hard that it was pushing down on his stomach. So it was like a needle pushing down on a balloon. And then he pulled it out, and it was all bloody. So if he stopped doing that, that was not his best idea.
Wow. What's it feel like to die?
This woman was water skiing, and she drowned. You know, she went out of her body, as they always do, and she was looking down. She was embarrassed because her bathing suit was coming off. So she was kind of, apparently even when you're dead, you're embarrassed. And then she went to heaven and saw all these flowers. She said there were colors you can't see on Earth and weird flowers. And then she met some biblical character she'd never heard of on Earth, but that she knew like an old friend.
How do you think that's death?
Hey, I was going to say, do you believe that?
Well, it's hard to fact check that one. I wanted to send some interns out to be killed, but they were legal.
Look at this. If you get the book, what it feels like to participate in an orgy, what it feels like to be stuck in a tornado. And they just interviewed dudes who have been stuck in tornadoes. The guy says it feels exactly like the feel of a freight train approaching. It's low, then it gets louder and louder and louder.
Yeah, and then the debris starts hitting his trailer like a machine gun. And then the trailer starts, he was in a trailer, of course. They always are. And the trailer starts undulating, and then it sort of started spinning and lifting upwards. And then he blacked out and woke up in a tree with all of his innards all over the yard.
Innards all over the yard?
Yeah, he said he had to.
Well, that's weird. What's it feel like to be a hitman? That's a good one. A mob hitman. Is it a good feeling?
Yeah, no, it's a little nerve-wracking, he says. It's a stressful job because things go wrong all the time. His first hit, they tried to do it with a hand grenade. So they rigged a hand grenade to this guy's car so that when the door opened, it would blow up. And it did blow up, and it blew him halfway down the block, but he didn't die. So then they just had to go shoot him. So they should have just done that in the beginning.
How do you meet up with a hitman in order to ask him what it's like to be a hitman?
Yeah, well, we got our intrepid reporters.
Well, AJ is the senior editor of Esquire magazine, and all he did was a good idea to go out and ask people what it feels like. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's so hard to describe a feeling.
And, to make it real for somebody else who's never been in it.
So the guy says being a mob hitman is a horrible sort of feeling. It feels like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Like, a short order cook or a high-power lawyer. You just don't want to do it.
All right. What does it feel like for you to talk to me, the great king of all media?
It's an honor.
It's an honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feels good.
Feels pretty good.
All right. Hey, the book is called A.J. Jacobs' book, Esquire Presents What It Feels Like. It's available in stores now. All right. Thanks, A.J.
Hey, thanks, Howard.
All right. Later, brother.
Bye.
Does that answer any of your questions?
Interesting.
No.
Yeah, me neither. But the book does. The book's more thorough.
Right. It was an attempt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard. Well, I got something out of it, like a tornado. Feels like a train coming.
I thought it was funny that he said the guy was in a trailer. They always are.
Why is that? How do tornadoes know where trailers are?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say that it feels great to be on 50 pills of Oxycontin.
Yeah, we didn't get that answer.
I don't think that's in the book. What it feels like to be on hillbilly heroin.
50 pills of it.
Yeah, 50 pills a day. What's that feel like?
That's got to feel good.
What's it feel like to have the public find out? That's not going to feel too good.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Well, you found out what it's like to swallow a sword rum, not unlike some of the men you're with. It feels kind of cold, and you have to suppress the gag reflex.
It's like a needle on your stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't let any guy push down, because you don't want to...
Don't let the audience help.
You don't want your stomach disrupted. All right, in case you swallow a sword, don't let the audience help.
Yeah, that sounds like
I learned that. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Stern, the Howard Stern Show. And now, Connie Chung with the news.
Good morning. President Reagan is thinking about changing his itinerary for his trip to Asia next month, and that might include cancellation of his visit to the Philippines. Emery King is at the White House this morning. Emery, has the White House more or less set the stage to scrap the trip?
Hey, how do I know, Connie? Okay. All
my God. I'm very sorry, Connie. Good morning. The White House has obviously kept a very close eye on the situation in the Philippines.
You're busted.